Welcome to IAYTD and welcome to What is E3? E3 stands for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. This is a video game conference that takes place annually in Los Angeles and focuses on video games, including new systems, new games, and new accessories. This conference began back in 1995 by a group of video game developers and executives that were tired of the way other conferences belittled the video game industry. So a small group decided to form and create a conference where the main priority was video games. The first conference was highlighted by keynote speeches by the executives of Nintendo, Sega, and Sony. Now there are other conferences that focus on video games, but E3 is different because it is for the industry only. It's intended for press and media as well as retail outlets, developers and programmers, and importers/exporters. Because it's only open to those select few, there has been an increasing focus on streaming some of the major highlights for the world to experience as well. Now, when general video game enthusiasts hear of E3, it's likely in the context of the large-scale press conferences. These are usually an hour to 2 hours, and a publisher showcases their upcoming titles and new products. For example, in 2015, Bethesda Softworks showcased their upcoming Fallout 4, and they debuted new information to the world. Sony released information about some of its exclusives, such as No Man's Sky. These press conferences might include gameplay, they might just feature a trailer or highlights, and sometimes even stats and figures relating to how their products are doing. Leading up to these conferences, games journalists often speculate about what we'll see, new games that will be announced, and more. The other aspect that the general public doesn't usually see as much is the showroom floor, where publishers set up playable demos for folks to try, small and specific presentations, or even closed-door meetings or interviews with prospective employees or partners. The games media that are allowed to wander the floor often post these thoughts and gameplay demos, assuming they're allowed to. As you can tell, there's a lot going on at this event. The amount of space that the actual conference takes up is about the size of 8 football stadiums, and they use enough Ethernet cables to string from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City, or for my international watchers, from Paris to Madrid. In 2015, over 52,000 people attended E3. Now, some of these are what marketing professionals call prosumers. They're consumers, but they're excited and able to spread excitement about a product. For example, they might do videos on their YouTube channel leading up to a game's launch, or maybe they do unboxing videos. Marketers use these folks to do positive PR, as opposed to relying on game reviewers, who might not always give a positive reception. E3 usually happens in May or June of each year, so keep a lookout for information about how to stream conferences and demonstrations. Most large media outlets have representation there, as well as the website Twitch, which streams the official broadcast. Thanks for watching this week's video, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another What Is.